Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lord Alvon and today we are drafting Modern Horizons again, and we got some pretty spicy things today in our first pack. Our rare is Altar of Dementia, which is part of a pretty nasty combo deck in Modern that's just popping up. And by just popping up I mean completely taking over the format, alongside Hogak, Arisen Necropolis, another rare from this set. This is a neat card. I don't really like starting here when there's two really powerful uncommons in Grave Shifter and Watcher for Tomorrow. And between the two of those, I think I prefer Watcher for Tomorrow. There is a Moonblade Shinobi in this pack, which is a pretty decent potential table out of this. I like blue in this format, and I think this card is really good. There's often... you run into situations where you don't get a lot of really great 2-drops in this format, and this is quite an excellent one, especially good in a defensive, more controlling deck or anything with ninjutsu. So I'm very happy taking Watcher for Tomorrow here. And let's see. So we can follow that up with a Fairy Seer. It's a pretty solid blue common. There is a Feaster of Fools. That is a pretty solid black uncommon. I don't like all the other cards in this pack all that much. I think I'll just take Fairy Seer. Taking stuff like Fairy Seer and Watcher for Tomorrow early makes it so that I am going to be reasonably likely to get a good ninja deck, potentially. I'm a big fan of ninjas in this format. I've already 3-0'd multiple drafts, one in Magic Online and one at an FNM at my local game store with ninjas, and I'm just a huge fan of the archetype. And we also might be able to just table this Smoke Shroud out of this pack, potentially. I could see that being a thing. So we'll take this and be pretty happy with it. All right. Okay, so the most powerful card that I see here in this pack is the Web Weaver Changeling. That is a pretty solid 5-mana creature. Choking Tethers and Spell Snuff are kind of mediocre, as is Kite. Reprobation I found to be not particularly great in this format. It is a decent removal spell, but there's a lot of ways it can go wrong. Like if your opponent attacks the Reprobation creature and then they ninjutsu a thing, then they get to get their creature back. There's a lot of flicker. It just ends up being kind of bad a lot of the time. There's also a Fists of Flame, which is good in the blue-red deck. Frostwalla isn't bad. I think I'll take the Webweaver Changeling. It's got the highest upside. We might end up drafting green-blue. I don't know. Green-blue is generally snow, but I think this is totally fine to take here. And wow, okay, so we got a Moonblade Shinobi, which works excellently with two of the creatures we already have here. So I'm very much interested in this. There's also a Defile. Windcaller Aven is okay. The Slug is quite good in the ninja deck. But I think I'll take the Shinobi here. I think the Shinobi is quite excellent, especially if you manage to pick up a Smoke Shroud. This guy is just... he gets in for a lot of damage. I would not mind the Defile or the Slug, but we'll take the Shinobi here. And be pretty happy with it. And okay. Interesting stuff here. We could take the Twin Silk Spider. That's a decent little creature. We could take the Gargantua. We could take the Phantom Ninja. Phantom Ninja is not bad. Also a rank officer. It's not the best ninjutsu target, but it is functional. There's also a snow-covered island, potentially, but I think I'll take the Phantom Ninja here. Just goes really well with Moonblade Shinobi. And here we'll take the Smoke Shroud. I think Smoke Shroud is going to be excellent in this deck. I already have one Moonblade Shinobi. We might pick up a second one, potentially. And it's really good with all the ninjas we're going to be picking up here very soon. Here... okay. To get the Baron Mover or the Snow-Covered Forest. I don't really like all these other cards all too much. Talismans are sweet, but I don't think the ninja deck is really where you want them. And ninjas is more likely to be blue-black than blue-green, so maybe I'll take the Baron Mover. But then also there's this Snow-Covered Forest, could be pretty solid if I do end up blue-green. I think the snowlands have a little bit more in terms of upside. I'll take this. That might be wrong, though. And here I'll just take another snowland. I don't really like Spell Snuff all that much. And Altar of Dementia. Ooh, okay. That's a neat one. There's also a Rocks Veteran here, which I've been very impressed with in all of the aggressive white decks. It just hits really hard. Doesn't work all too well with ninjutsu creatures. Maybe let's take the Diabolic Edict. I don't know. I think the Veteran's more powerful than the Edict, and it's worth speculating on here. And none of these are all that great. I'll take the Ransack the Lab for the sideboard. So kind of like we're on the fence here about what our second color is going to be, because we got these like off-colored cards at this point, but definitely want to play blue because all of these cards are awesome. Ideally, we would be blue-black for playing ninjas, but I can see like blue-white being solid or blue-green being solid, or either of those are fine. All right, let's see. So we're still waiting on, I guess, this guy right here. BJ Arnirn. Okay. All right, well, BJ Arnirn. It's all good. It's all good. We can wait for you. All right, so here we've got Sisei, not too great. Dismantling Blow is a decent sideboard card. I'll take the Edict here. I don't really anticipate. Maybe Fist of Flame is fine. I could do the blue-red tempo. I'll take the Fist of Flame. Just be really open about my second color here. And Goblin Champion. Weird. Segovian Angel's a decent way to trigger ninjutsu, I guess. Ooh, Snow-Covered Island is great. There's also a Wall of 1,000 Cuts. And this is just a really solid defensive creature. I think I'll take that. And then maybe try to draft blue-white tempo. The Tasman form's a lot better than it looks. It's super flexible. You can basically use it to like make two creatures trade. Use it to make a creature you have with a counter eat one of the... Oh, jeez. Well, okay. Well, I guess that answers that question. So, Infiltrator is awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's really sweet. But Sarah the Benevolent, this is a card you don't get to play with very often. And I'm going to jump at the opportunity because, my lord, this card is insane. We even have like a bunch of flyers that she can pump. Yeah, this is great. We're taking Sarah. So let's sort by converted mana cost. And looks like we got a decent curve right now. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to take out, put over here the cards that are not creatures. But yeah, Sarah the Benevolent. That's one heck of a card right there. Oh, man. All right, so here we can take the Oneirophage. That's a pretty decent kind of top-end card here. It's not, I guess it's not too great with what we got going on. I guess I'll just take this Enduring Sliver or the Trustworthy Scout. These are decent 2-drops. Prohibit's kind of mediocre. Don't like Prohibit all that much. I think I'll take the Oneirophage. I haven't tried this card out yet, and it seems pretty sweet. And here, Springbloom Druid is the most powerful card, but we're very far away from that. So I think we'll probably be taking the Reign of Revelation. Works really well with the Oneirophage we just picked up. This doesn't really do all of much. Just lets us loot every turn. Yeah, I'll take the Reign. Reign is really good. And we got Lonely Sandbar and Secluded Step. That's really nice. We're more likely to, yeah. We'll just take the Sandbar. Because either of these I'd be very happy to have. I think this is more likely to table, so we'll take the Sandbar right now. And then try to pick up some more creatures to fill out our curve here. All right. This is all going according to plan. Well, sort of. It's sort of going according to plan. So we got ninjas, but oh yeah, there we go. Another Moonblade Shinobi. That's really good. Definitely want this. I'm gonna want to pick up more of these kinds of things. But yeah, Moonblade Shinobi's great. I might be interested in a second Smoke Shroud now that I have 2 Moonblade Shinobis and a Phantom Ninja. Like, that seems really good. Here we got Vesper Lark and Wall of a Thousand Cuts and Lancer Sliver and Dismantling Blow. Actually, there's a Knight of Old Benalia. I like this guy a lot. So you can suspend him on turn 1, and he comes down later and just kind of buffs your team and get in for a huge hit. I like that a lot. He's also really good with the 1/1 flyers we've been making. The 1/1 flyers we've been making with the Moonblade Shinobis. And yeah, I just think he's really good. Count him as a 1-drop. Here we can take the Everdream or the Shelter. I think Shelter should be really good with 2 Moonblade Shinobis. This is the kind of card we really want to protect. Everdream is nice. You don't really have that much to splice it onto at this point, but Shelter is excellent. And here we'll take the Stirring Address. It's either a decent combat trick or like an overrun kind of effect. And again, with all the tokens we're making with these Moonblade Shinobis, this should be really nice. And we get a second Lonely Sandbar. I'm very much in for that. It's also another Rain or a Scour, and I think I like the second Lonely Sandbar over those 2 cards. That might be wrong, but I think Sandbar is really good, and it will always make our deck. We might not have enough room for 2 Rains, but we'll definitely always have room for 2 Sandbars, so that's just excellent. So now I think things that are on the menu that we really want are going to be more 1 and 2 drops. I remember that I said at the beginning of this draft that you often run into trouble finding like really like good like actually really good 2 drops, and here you see that right in action because there's only 1 2-drop that I've been able to pick up the entire time that's actually good. There are a couple other ones I remember seeing, like a couple of the Enduring Slivers and the Trustworthy Scouts, but I don't really think any of those are particularly great, but I'm definitely willing to pick them up if they come back to me here. Take the Unicorn. I'm not playing Chiller Pillar in this deck. We have like 0 snow-covered lands, period. Trillion Tethers, on the other hand, is very good, and I'm definitely playing that. Tornado. Tornado's good against me, probably. Take that away from somebody else. Bogarden Dragonheart is way better than it looks. This I can just kind of kill you out of nowhere. It deals the last 12 damage like really easily. Because when you sack a creature, it also gives it haste, which is a thing that people often will overlook. And that is very relevant. You have a board full of just random like 1 and 2 power creatures on the board that have been like stalled out by your opponent's defenders. You can really get them with the Dragonheart. You can really get them. All right, so we need to pick up like 7 cards in this pack that are good, and I'm thinking like maybe 1 or 2 removal spells, and then a bunch of like 2 and 3 drops. Maybe even like 1 more Fairy Seer would be great. I wouldn't even mind a Segovian Angel, honestly. It's weird. As janky as that little card is, I think it's going to be quite good at enabling these Shinobis. I even wouldn't mind 1 more Smoke Shroud, too. I think Smoke Shroud's going to be really good in this deck because of these guys. But that's going to be the plan. Answered Prayers. Ooh, okay. I like Answered Prayers. I also really like Blizzard Strix, but we have 0 snow permanents so far, so it's probably not going to be all that great, unfortunately for us. So probably take Answered Prayers. It's a decent enough creature. Yeah. It kind of stinks to first pick it, but I think a regular cohort is probably... Maybe a regular cohort is better. I don't know. This guy's often going to be a 3-drop, so maybe the cohort is better. Better fits in the curve. Answered Prayers also is a 3/3 flyer, which... I kind of like Answered Prayers. Let's try that one out. Oh jeez, another Infiltrator. Oh god, the card's so good. I mean, I think it's too late to pick it up, but like, this card is so nice. Man, I wish I could play this, but I really can't, unfortunately, at this point. It's between like Wall and Pondering Mage. I think Pondering Mage is better than Wall of a Thousand Cuts. Just gives us good card advantage, good card selection, and I think it's just an all-around awesome card. Another Segovian Angel. I think I will take the irregular cohort now. And I don't think that Everdream or Choking Tethers are all that great in this deck, but more creatures is always going to be good. Vesper Lark, power 1 or less. We've got Fairy Seer and Segovian Angel that it can bring back. Oh, and also Ornithophage. Okay. That's suddenly looking a lot better. But there's also a Fairy Seer in this pack, so I think that's actually a lot better than that. Although I would not mind tabling this now that we have a second Fairy Seer. Like, that seems like it's going to be really good now. Okay. Astral Drift, Settle Beyond Reality. Ooh, okay. I mean, Settle seems really good in this deck. We're light on removal as it is. And also we have things to blink, like the Cohort, like the Pondering Mage, like the Watcher for Tomorrow, and even the Fairy Seers. That are just really good to blink. Astral Drift is great, and we do have 2 Lonely Sandbars to cycle, but I think that the Settle is just so good. We can't really pass that up. Here we can take a Trustworthy Scout, or Recruit the Worthy, or a Snow-Covered Island, or even the Ikite. I think the correct pick here is Ikite, just because it is a 2-drop that we need, and it also has evasion, so that enables our Moonblade Shinobis on curve. And ooh, baby, second Smoke Shroud, Knight of Old Benalia. I just think these Smoke Shrouds are going to be so good with the Moonblade Shinobis. Oh, jeez. Like, I don't know. Is 2 too many? Do I want another Knight of Old Benalia? Or a Reprobation? I don't actually know. This is tough. I think I probably want the second Smoke Shroud. Yeah, we'll go with the Smoke Shroud. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I think this card is very good in this deck. There's like the 1-2 punch of that plus the Moonblade Shinobi is just really, really good. We have 14 creatures currently. Take another Rocks Veteran. Rocks Veteran is quite solid. Gets creatures out of the way. That or Spell Snuff. I'll take the Rocks Veteran. And here we'll take the Snow-Covered Plains, because it's kind of a freebie here. Wall is good. I like the Wind Color Aven here, though. This gives flying when I cycle, and giving these guys flying is really good. Yep, we'll take that. This is probably like a 1-mana spell most of the time. Segovian Angel, we'll take that. I don't think I'm going to play a second one, though. Might not even play the first. Vesper Lark is probably playable in this deck. With Ikite, double Fairy Seer, double Moonblade Shinobi. I'll probably play it over Answered Prayers, even. As weird as that is. I think this card's generally better, but Vesper Lark has a lot more synergy with the deck that we're currently playing. And I might want to try to like cut away from the double white cards. Or maybe I might cut away the double blue cards, like the Phantom Ninja. I don't actually know. I do think Vesper Lark is better than Answered Prayers in this deck, though. It works better with the Shinobis. We'll take the Weather the Storm. No, we'll take the Hellkite, Dragonheart, or Flame. And oh wow, what? I might actually play that. Okay, all right. I'm a huge fan of Suspend. I just think Suspend is a super cool mechanic, and I definitely like the idea of suspending a knight on turn 1. Segovian Angel, I might need to trigger my ninjutsu early, but we'll see. Cohort I can cut at this point. I think let's sort by. Okay, let's group creatures separately and see what we got. Okay, so blue-white tempo. I do think I cut Answered Prayers here. Cut down the double white stuff. This is... I do only need one white for the suspend here, so I'm not really that worried about that. I think maybe like Sarah the Benevolent will be my only double white card that I actually will plan on casting for double white. Maybe cut the Wall. I do like Wall a lot, though. And Vesperal Arc is neat. This brings back these two and that, and the Oneirophage. Yeah, just cut the Oneirophage because it's slow. I don't have a lot of ways to trigger it. Probably do. I do think Vesperal Arc is still good enough with 2 Fairy Seer, Ikite, Segovian Angel to bring back, but even just like any 3 of those. This is most likely going to be a 1-mana give a creature flying. Do I still need double Smoke Shroud? That's the real question. Because you only really need 1, I think. Because like once you get a ninja, then you get any from your graveyard. You get, yeah. Yeah, like I'll cut 1. And then we need 1 more. Cut like the angel maybe. Play 15 creatures. I guess, yeah. So we have like 1 good removal spell, but then we got Sarah, we got some card draw, we got some really good tempo tools. We can probably win some games just by like attacking people with a bunch of flyers and smoke shrouding up these shinobis. Yeah, I mean, it does not look bad at all. We have like a lot of... These guys can make a lot of tokens, and they can pump them with the knights. Yeah, okay. This work looks fine. We're going to sort by color now after we combine groups. So a little more blue than white. So probably going to go ahead and add like 9 and 8. Yeah, that's probably correct. Then cut 2 islands for 2 Lonely Sandbar. Play the Snow-Covered Plains for value. I don't know. Doesn't really give us all that much, but maybe we can like bluff him into thinking we have some snow stuff. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, the double Fairy Seer is gonna pull like a lot of work. He's gonna put in a lot of work with these shinobis. Yeah, let's save it and take it out for a spin. We have won the die roll. I would like to play first. And this hand looks absolutely amazing. Holy cow. Yep, we're keeping it. We get turn 1 Fairy Seer, turn 2 Watcher, turn 3 either Vesperal Arc or Ninjutsu Moonblade Shinobi. Yeah, this hand is nuts. This hand's really, really good. Ooh, baby. The only way this hand is bad is... Oh, my opponent's on a mulligan to 6. Oh, okay. Starting without a mulligan to 5. Nope. Gonna keep the 6. Alright, well, let's Fairy Seer it up. See what we got going on. Alright. Phantasmal Form Island. Probably don't need a second island just yet. Phantasmal Form should be really good, though. And we're gonna pass the turn to my opponent. The reason I like Phantasmal Form here is because it's going to be able to pump a lot of my guys in a really nice way. Haste Exalted. Cool. All right. Taking 1. Swinging in. I'm going to always yield to Exalted triggers. Take 1. And, okay. We're going to attack for 1. Play a Watcher. And then next turn, I think we're going to probably try to ninjutsu in the Shinobi off either of the... Ooh, nice. Okay. Didn't want those 3 islands, 3 lands anyway. Cool. Yeah, these Moonblade Shinobis are going to be really good, especially in tandem with the Phantasmal Form, because not only does it give them flying, but it turns 2 creatures into 3/3s, and I really, really like the idea of I just really like the idea of turning a 1/1 flyer into a 3/3. Just seems like so much gas. So we're going to attack with both of these, and then we're going to ninjutsu the shinobi in. Probably on the fairy seer. This guy attacks pretty well on the ground, so we're going to... Dude. And we could do it on that guy. It is pretty good value, but this just really hits hard. Yeah, it's so good. My opponent's got to pay a red mana to keep his Eldritch Hellraiser alive. That's going to stymie the mana development here, which is pretty good. We can just smoke shroud up this Moonblade Shinobi and go to town. Just as planned. Like, the worst thing here for me to happen would be, like, for my opponent to savage swipe down my Moonblade Shinobi, but to do that effectively, my opponent would have to have a 2/2 creature, and he currently does not have a 2/2 creature. So yeah, basically any savage swipe that happens is going to be like a 2-for-1 in my favor. So that's totally sweet. Ooh, Mother Bear. Okay, that's pretty sweet as well. Only Sandbar. We're probably going to play the Sandbar here, but first we're going to put the Smoke Shroud on that guy. And this is so dirty. Oh my gosh. So I think we just smash in for all of these. My opponent's kind of incentivized to trade here because if my opponent does not trade here, then they don't really get that much extra power because if they attack me with both of these, then they lose out on the Exalted. So they're probably trading. Yep. It's totally fine. They take 5 damage. I get to draw this card. And then I can use Phantasmal Form on 2 of the 1/1 flyers and kind of just get there. Play the Sandbar and pass the turn. Yeah, that's a nasty combo. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Blue, white, tempo. Baby. Smoke Shroud is dirty. Alright. We're going to take it. Whatever they're attacking with here. Probably attacking this for 4. Yep. Or we're just going to take it. Bogarden, Dragonheart. Well then. Can sacrifice Goblin Champion in order to throw this guy in the way and block the Shinobi. That's still a 2-for-1 for me, so like I'm not really even all that upset about that if that happens. If he doesn't do it, then post-combat I can Phantasmal Form both of these and just kill him. So yeah, we're doing that. So either we get a 2-for-1 here, or we just get to get him really, really well. Yep, there it is. Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Just gonna block here probably. Yep, that's a trade. That's a trade I'm very happy to make. Opponent takes 2, and then let's see. Post-combat, we can go Fairy Seer plus Vesper Lark plus play Lonely Sandbar. Let's see what the Fairy Seer is cooking up for us here. Knight of Old Benalia. That's actually pretty good. Bottom that, top this. Play Lonely Sandbar. Play a Vesper Lark. And then next turn, even if... Yeah, we can just slam Knight and then get in for 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Yeah, yeah, Slam Knight, get in for 9. Or we can just Phantasmal form a couple of 1/1 flyers and just really get there. Yep. This hand's been really good. Firebolt on the Vesperlark. That's a shame. Okay. Well, we'll take it, I guess. Does my opponent have any... Is there anything for double green that can kill me here? I don't think so. Could just ninjutsu the Fairy Seer, and then that's 3, 4, 5. Or I could just Phantasmal form. I think it's just gonna Phantasmal form here. I don't think there's anything for double green my opponent could play that would kill me. Or just make me regret doing this. Boop. Boop. Make him 3/3s. And that's 7 damage. Woo! Nice. That was pretty good. Cool. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This guy's playing red-green aggro. So honestly, I think what we got going on is pretty good. He does have Firebolt, so Phantom Ninja isn't quite as good. But yeah, Firebolt is really good against us, but I think our deck is just fine enough. We don't really need to worry about it. All right, back here for game number 2, and we have a hand with a 2-drop and a 3-drop, and we'll keep. Only 2 lands, but we're on the draw, and we've got Choking Tethers to cycle, so I don't think this is ever a hand that we mulligan. My opponent again has a Goblin Champion on turn 1. This is totally fine. Not too worried about that. And that's not the best draw, but once we get a 3rd land, it's going to be really good. Can bounce back Kite or Vesperlark to get in for some damage. Goblin Champion coming in again. What I'm really hoping here that happens is that my opponent has a removal spell for this Kite and then uses it proactively so that my Vesperlark just can bring it back like immediately. That'd be pretty sweet. They did miss out on their 2-drop, which is pretty bad for them. All right, Magic Johnson, what do you got for me? Yeah, this was not the land that I wanted, but it's still quite good. Its eyes are larger than its brain. Ah, oh, so good. Twin Silk Spider. That is obnoxious. Okay. So 2 1/2 reach creatures. That's pretty much the exact opposite of what I wanted to see. Okay. All right. That's definitely going to put the kibosh on my aggressive plans for the moment. So we can like cycle this to turn on the Kite's +2/+0. Probably just playing Vesperlark here. It attacks past a spider at the very least. Or attacks into a spider. I don't know if you can hear that because it's very, very quiet, but there is apparently an ice cream truck going by my house right now. Ugh, so much fun. Attacks with a spider. I'll just take it. 2 is not that big a deal. My opponent seems very, very scared of what I could potentially have here, which makes sense, I suppose. So here I could suspend Knight, or just play the Moonblade Shinobi by himself. Could like attack with both of these and then ninjutsu in the Shinobi. Although that's pretty risky because my Vesperlark does die without getting any value, which is something I'd like to avoid. Yeah, just play Moonblade Shinobi by itself, just a naked one. Could like Choking Tethers, tap down Twin Silk Spider, end of turn or something. Yeah, I think I'm gonna suspend this. It takes like 5 turns to get going, but that's totally fine. Hold up Choking Tethers and Stirring Address here. And if my opponent decides to do like the whole attack with a spider thing, end of turn we can Choking Tethers down, tap this. Yep, Choking Tethers down the spider, and then get the Shinobi hit in next turn. Opponent has an instant. What are they gonna do? Like a Tornado? Yeah, okay, Tornado. That's pretty sweet. Well, I don't get any value, which definitely does suck. But if I'd blocked last turn with this, they could have just Tornadoed my Vesperlark in response, and then I would have just gotten no value regardless. So, although this is unfortunate, it's fine. It's the way it's got to be. Alright, we're going to cycle this Choking Tethers. I don't think we're going to want to tap the spider down. Okay. Yes, I would like to do that. And we'll draw a card. Shelter. Ooh, that's really good. Can I get a land with that, please? Oh, land, please. Oh, actually, that's way better. Woohoo! All right. Sarah the Benevolent. Let's make a Sarah Angel. That was a good draw. Ooh, jeez. Sign me up. Yeah. 4/4 Flying Vigilance. How's that for a how's that for a defender? It's pretty good. My opponent attacks into this angel. I'm definitely blocking. And I'm also assuming that they have... Definitely would assume that they have a firebolt to finish it off, I would assume. Suspend. Ooh, Smoke Shroud. Okay, sweet. So, let's just pump our team with Sarah. And then get in with the boys. Maybe not this guy. Yeah, just with the 5. Just with the angel, I think. And we're just going to hold up the shelter here, I think. One's got a 6 mana Goblin War Party with Entwine. Okay, that's going to be pretty bad for me. So Sarah's probably going down, but I might be able to take out some of my opponent's creatures on the way. So that's okay. Definitely not afraid to use Stirring Address here to take down some of these creatures, but my opponent's definitely incentivized to try to kill Sarah here, because if he does not, I'm going to cash her in for another angel next turn, and I don't think my opponent can actually beat 2 Sarah angels, so... Seems unlikely to me. So 3 goblins, and a spider. Yeah, it's pretty good. Goblin Champion, and this Twin Silk coming at me. Okay. So if Sarah has to go down, So all these 4 attacking Sarah, so I can only block 2 of them. If my opponent decides, like I said, Alvon champion at Sarah. Okay. So me, Sarah, me. Okay. Well done, opponent. You found the way that gives you the most damage. I think I'm going to play Stirring Address on this Kite, and then we're going to block the 2 spiders, because Sarah has to go down regardless. So we get away with taking just 3 damage here. Fortunately, I cannot give Sarah protection from red with the shelter, otherwise I would. And we'll just go ahead and get our 3rd suspend counter off of this. Another Shinobi. All right, I think now is the time to play the Shinobi. I got 2 of them, so it's not all that big a deal if one of them dies. I get the foil one in there. Ninjutsu. So they take 7, and I get a 1/1 flyer. And yeah, doing pretty all right. Again, I would have loved to have drawn a land there to be able to have shelter back up, but I just don't think that's... Oh, wow. They're still coming in. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, I still have lethal on them, so we'll just block here. I don't know what they could possibly have, but Smoke Shroud makes this guy lethal, so. Another Goblin Champion. Okay, and a Forest. Methinks you are dead. And that should be game. All right, match number 2. We have won the die roll. I would like to go first. We have a hand with a Fairy Seer and a Moonblade Shinobi, so we're going to keep it. Probably going to cycle a Lonely Sandbar on 2, but I guess that all depends on what the Fairy sees. If I can find a 2-drop here, that would be great. Vesperlark, Choking Tethers. Vesperlark could be pretty good, actually. But I think I like both of these cards. So maybe I want to have Choking Tethers up next turn. So I can like cast it end of turn potentially. So we're going to go top, and then we're going to pass. This way I'll be able to either cycle Lonely Sandbar or cycle Choking Tethers to tap down a creature so that I can guaranteed attack with Fairy Seer unimpeded on turn 3 and get that Moonblade Shinobi in there. All right. Plains. Attack for 2 or 1. Fairy Seer isn't that good. This card is the truth, though. I have been so impressed with Fairy Seer. Like, in general, it is incorrect to play 1 mana 1/1 flyers in limited, but Fairy Seer is just it's so good because, like, if you compare this to a card like Preordain, for example, Preordain is like one of the most just like busted, powerful, like 1 mana things you can find, right? So this is obviously not Preordain, but instead of the card, you're getting a 1/1 flyer, which in the case when you're playing these ninjas is kind of better than getting a card. So we're going to attack with the Fairy Seer, and we're going to ninjutsu in this Shinobi. Get in there. And there we go. Get to smack him. It's only really bad if my opponent has a kill spell for this, but if they hold back this sliver, we just get to tap it down and then smash him for 4, and that's so good. And we're going to suspend this. Cycle Choking Tethers. Draw a card, tap a creature. Yes, I would like to do that. Can I draw? No, Plains is fine, I suppose. maybe should have waited on suspending my guy, because I could have been holding up Stirring Address here, which might have been better. But this is fine. Okay. So we got 2 illusions and our Shinobi here, and Phantasmal Form in hand. And they've got a Lancer Sliver. Okay, this guy's got first strike now. That is annoying. It's going to make it hard for me to attack with the Shinobi right now. But I can use Phantasmal Form to get in there, so still fine. If I hadn't have suspended the guy before I drew, I could have been trading Stirring Address and an Illusion token for this Answered Prayers, which would have been nice, but it's okay. I don't think it's the end of the world. Rain of Revelation is quite powerful here. Although I think I just want to go like Phantasmal Form. Yep. Boom, boom. To get in for 7. It's pretty good. Another Plains. Okay. Well, Stirring Address is going to be really insane next turn. If I draw into a 6th land, I can overload it, and then all of my guys are going to be really big. And my opponent's going to be at 6, so like just my flying tokens will be enough to be lethal if they don't have another creature here to gain a life off the Answered Prayers. Yeah. Phantasmal Form. Pretty sick card. Igneous Elemental is going to take down my guy, unfortunately, but I think the damage has been done. Can't attack for 7 here, which is definitely obnoxious, but I'm going to have enough that it doesn't really matter. I don't believe. We'll just take it. Fairy Seer, Vesper Lark next turn. And let's see what we got. Do we have... Ooh, yeah, when's this guy coming down? 4 turns? Wow. Okay. Sarah the... Okay, so I can just Sarah here. Sarah make an angel. Yeah, okay. So Fairy Seer, I'm going to try to find my 6th land so I can overload the Stirring Address. Oh, perfect. So we're going to bottom this, top the island. And I could just plus Sarah. I think minusing Sarah is better, though. Just going to get in. What just happened? I just misclicked. That's weird. That's totally fine, though, because Sarah the Benevolent's going to clean up here, so doesn't even matter. Make a 4/4. And pass a Reno. I guess this is better if my opponent has, like, some nuts. Okay, I get to kill 2 of my flyers with this. That's annoying. I guess I get to gain 2 life. Sure. Okay, that's fine. I still get to overload Stirring Address next turn. I think it's going to be really gross when I do, so. Get to Ephemerate the Igneous Elemental again. Killing another illusion, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay. It's a pretty cool combo, though. I do like that a lot. Igneous Elemental plus Ephemerate. Okay. So I got 2 cards in hand. What's it going to be? Another Answered Prayers. All right. This card is quite good. And Goat Napping the Angel. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just chump block my angel. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I'm losing Sarah, but I get to get in with... Yeah, I actually just win. It's not going to be enough. Not going to be enough. Not quite. take 5, go to 5 life. And then we will attack for 4. Okay, she dies. So 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's 9 damage. Does that come in? Oh, 2 turns. Okay. This is totally fine. And that should be game. Cool. All right, so opponent with Ephemerate and Goat Nap, with a couple copies of Answered Prayers. It's where I wish I kind of had a copy of Nature's Chant in my sideboard, but I do not. Oh, Nyraphage. Definitely not want that in this matchup. But I think the way we have it is pretty solid. Yep, it's good. Just gotta hope to suspend my guy a little bit earlier next time. This is a fine hand. I mean, it's not great, but Sarah on 4 is just really excellent. Opponent has spending his own night. Okay, cool, nice. All right, so we're gonna pass back to me, and we're gonna play an island and cycle the sandbar. So I want to try to draw into some actual cards I can cast. Always yield to this. Do they have a 2-drop? They do have a 2-drop. It's a very good aggressive deck my opponent has going on here. I guess we get to suspend our own night. It's going to be a couple turns slower than my opponent's, but I think definitely it's correct to suspend it here. So you got 3 turns on theirs, 5 turns on mine. Okay. And do they have an Answered Prayers on 3? That's the question. They do not. The Forgotten Cave is slowing them down. Good to see. If my opponent does not have another creature this turn, I'm in a good spot. Of course, it'd be nice if I could get a creature this turn, but I do not. So this is fine. We'll just play an island and pass. Just plan on playing Sarah next turn and making an angel. Cycle another Forgotten Cave. Wow. Double cave. That's crazy. So I think I'm just going to cycle this Phantasmal Form at the end of the turn and just make this into a 3/3 just to draw a card. I just don't really... Yeah. Honestly, it's not doing much for me right now. So we're just going to do that. And play Sarah, the Benevolent. Make an angel with Vigilance. I haven't drawn any of my cheap creatures for these Shinobis, which is a little bit sad. Answered Prayers. Okay, sure. Lava Dart for the Sarah. Sure. Okay. Sarah is dead. That's a little bit less important than killing the angel, I think, but I'm okay with this. And we got 2 more turns on ours, which means theirs is coming out next turn. Okay, good to know. So I think I'm just going to hard cast a Shinobi this turn. I'm not playing Settle on a 2/2. That's a huge waste. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got this coming out in a couple turns. And theirs is coming out now, so that's going to put in some work with this Answered Prayers if they stack the triggers correctly. So, yep, my opponent did stack the triggers correctly. Good for them. Good for them. Okay. All right, Eugene. So we got +1/+1 even on the Answered Prayers token. So now it's a 4/4 flyer. I'm definitely not blocking it with my angel. It's kind of crappy to block any of these with my angel because then they can sacrifice or the mountain with this lava dart to take down the angel? What is going on? Oh, they just... okay, that makes sense. So we'll just trade with the knight, I suppose. It's also reasonable to trade with the sliver. Or just not to block at all. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That seems loose. Should I block the sliver? Just for the simple reason that, like, the sliver actually, like, can deal damage by itself. Once the Hellbent is on, and kind of get through his board stall, which I don't really like. Shelter. Ooh, okay. So let's play another Shinobi. Hold up Shelter to protect it. If I get to trade Shelter for this knight, that would be great. See what my opponent's got. Another Igneous Elemental. Okay, well, this is going to get protection from red, so... Pro red, thank you very much. Can't give pro white as well, unfortunately. But I definitely will trade with this knight if my opponent attacks with it, because I really can't afford to take that much damage, I don't think. Unfortunately, we have to trade here. Going to 6. That's a scary place to be. So my knight finally comes out. Woohoo! Shows up to pop all my creatures, and there's none of them there anymore. So that's a little bit sad. I might just attack with this, and then if my opponent doesn't block, we'll just settle beyond reality. That seems fine. Because they're kind of incentivized not to block here, which seems about right. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. Glad they didn't have Ephemerate there, because that would have been really bad for me. Just cycle the sandbar here, see if we can find something to play. Alright, well, we're in a pickle, because my opponent plays 2 more creatures, and Answered Prayers kills us. We don't have a lot of ways to... Oh, jeez, another one? Okay, well, they're going to sack Lava Dart to finish it off, too, aren't they? Yeah, I think this is going to be game. If I remember they have Lava Dart in their grave. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to concede just yet, because like they could brick on a creature next turn. Or I could draw something really good. I don't know. But these Igneous Elementals are quite good against me. They kill like all of my things in the worst possible way. Alright, let's see what we got. Fairy Seer. Well, this is only enough if my opponent just legitimately does not have any creatures to turn on Answered Prayers this turn, which is unlikely, but Wall of 1,000 Cuts can do some work if they brick on creatures for like 2 turns. So, I mean, I'm not giving up just yet. I have a chance. I do not have a chance. All right, cool. So let's figure this out. So opponent's super aggressive. What can I use to slow them down? Use my own Answered Prayers. Use a regular cohort. An Ironphage seems terrible. Maybe another Smoke Shroud. I think that's just what I want. Or just start. Maybe the Knight is a little too slow against them. It probably is. Take out a Knight, bring in like another Smoke Shroud. I think just giving it a creature +1/+1 might actually be really good against them. It's like a lot of my 2 toughness creatures are just going to die a lot of the time. This hand is really unfortunate because I have like 2 really good early game creatures that I cannot actually play because I don't have enough of the right color mana, so I have to mulligan this. This hand, on the other hand, is quite good because we have the Fairy Seer can scry into the white. Keep that. Keep Lonely Sandbar on top. We'll probably cycling this, right? So maybe I just put it on the bottom. I'm trying to get the white mana for the Sarah, so probably bottom this and top that. And trading this off is actually fine because then Vesper Elect brings it back. Yeah, this is okay. We're okay. we are okay. Is he going to Lava Dart? That's great, actually. I'm totally okay with that. Now it just means Vesper Lark's going to be gas. All right. It's be like the first time in this set that Vesper Lark has ever been good. Moonblade Shinobi. Oh my gosh! If I get to like ninjutsu this, ninjutsu that, bringing back Fairy Seer, that's so good. This is guaranteeing that I have a creature with which to ninjutsu. So my opponent has to kill it twice. Lancer Sliver is not going to cut it. All right, can we get a planes for the Sarah? We cannot. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to attack with Vesper Lark. We're going to ninjutsu in the Shinobi using that. And that's going to bring back the Fairy Seer. Yep. That's great. We get to scry 2 to find our next planes. Knight of Open is going to the bottom. Planes is going to the top where it belongs. Whew. All right, ninjutsu comes in, make another 1/1 flyer. And then next turn we get to drop Sarah, make a 4/4, and I think that should be really good. We can just make sure we... Firebolt. All right, opponent. See, Firebolt this Sarah down. You also have the Lava Dart. That's a little annoying. Because they could just Lava Dart the Sarah down. They have to sacrifice a mountain to do that. And I'm actually kind of okay with that happening. So we're going to do that. If my opponent wants to sacrifice one of their 4 lands in order to take down Sarah, then so be it. I'm going to leave these guys back because I kind of want to keep Sarah alive if I can. I'm fine shot blocking with one of them to save her, if that's a thing that needs to happen. Are they going to Lava Dart? That's the question. Is Lava Dart going to happen? I'm betting yes. Quakefoot Cyclops. I guess they don't need the Lava Dart now, do they? Alright. Quakefoot, stop the Angel and the Fairy Seer from blocking. Probably attack Sarah with both of these. If that's the case, then I'll just... Okay, so they just traded They traded their flashback on that for just 2 damage to my face, I suppose. And like attack Lance Sliver at me. Okay, I mean that's totally fair. I'm hoping here is that I can draw into a 5th land for this Pondering Mage, but I did not, so that's fine. Vesper Lark is something I want to wait to play until I've gotten this Fairy Seer killed off. I can Rain or Shelter here. I think holding these up is better than playing Vesper Lark, as I want to get more value with Vesper Lark. Bringing back Fairy Seer again just should be really, really powerful. Alright, so we're definitely going to go... We're going to block here. Going to block there. They're going to flash back their Firebolt to kill the Angel, and we're going to give it protection from red. And that's going to feel really good. That's a big nope for me, dog. Boop. Get wrecked. All right. Fairy Seer number 2. Scry into some lands. Those are both really good. So we're going to put top and top. Want another land next turn. And Vesper Lark is coming back. Angel getting in there. Probably just chump block with Vesper Lark here. Maybe I just chump block with Fairy Seer. Try to kill him in the air with these. Yeah, they're just going to concede. Can't beat Sarah. Woo! Okay. Well, that was pretty sweet. My opponent's deck definitely looked really good. They had a lot of great removal. They had a lot of really good aggressive creatures. They had the Quakefoot Giant at the top of the curve to kind of stop me from blocking at those like crucial turns. But yeah, I think the synergies we had with the Fairy Seer plus the Vesperal Arc was really good, and Sarah put in a whole ton of work, effectively forcing my opponent to trade the second half of their Lava Dart for the 1/1 token. I guess they didn't really. It wasn't really. The hand wasn't forced there, but I guess they did that rather than trading their 1/1. Their 1/1 changeling there. So I'm gonna be on the draw, on the play actually. Bring the play. What am I talking about? This hand is terrible. We're gonna mulligan. This hand is like one blue source off of being really good. I think we'll keep, because we got a turn 1 suspend, and if we draw into a blue, then we have just so much gas for days. So we're going to keep it. Hope to scry into a blue source. My opponent's on a mulligan 2. So that's... Ugh. That feels terrible. Gotta bottom a land because it's not the right kind. But, I mean, we have like a 3/3 in 5 turns, so, I mean, that's kind of cool. All right. Just put those guys up, and we're going to hope that we find an island sometime before next century. Can we get an island right now? That would be great. How many islands did I put in my deck? So I put 2 Lonely Sandbar and then 7 islands, so it's pretty likely. Did I draw a blue source? Yeah, I just in general hate going to 5 in limited. You just lose so much of the time. But I mean, you know, we're just gonna probably get wrecked here, we're gonna get over by this little combo here. Thankfully, my opponent doesn't look like they're wanting to go all in on this Carrion Feeder just yet. So, all right, can I please have an island? Island. That is not an island. Well, we're going to die. Okay. The risk I took was calculated, but man, am I bad at math. All right. Can I have an island, please? Island. Well, you know... I have 7 islands and 2 Lonely Sandbars, so odds were kind of against that happening, but you know, I'm okay with it. It's all good. It's fine. All right, so one more turn, I get to have one of these guys here. I think I play Watcher here, because he like if when he dies like the next turn, he guarantees me another land. Just watch me put like 4 lands. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. All right, I want to put the island underneath him. 3 lands I was going to draw. That's so troll. All right. I mean, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. My opponent gets attacked for 4 again. I am very close to dying at this point, but we do have a knight coming in next turn, and so we're going to be able to stabilize pretty well with that, ideally. Maybe you can draw a land this turn. That'd be pretty great. Of course, I did put 3 on the bottom, so likelihood becomes a lot less. I would like to cast this. We're not going to be attacking with either of them because I think these guys want to be on defense duty right now. That is great. So now, do we attack with this and then ninjutsu a Moonblade Shinobi? That's the real question. And I think the real answer to that is yes, I do. I do want to do that. That guarantees me a 4th land drop next turn. And also I get 1/1 flyer, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we'll just do that. Oh shoot! I didn't want to do that. Oh god. Well, I screwed up. I screwed it up. I screwed that up very bad. Okay. Misclicked past my declare blocker step there, so that stinks. But say la vie. So is my opponent going to activate Crypt Rats? Apparently not. Okay. They have activated for 5 now? Oh geez. Yeah, I definitely should have done this. But okay. This is bad. To attack with everything here, I'm in a bad spot. Crypt Rats. Okay. So let's kill Crypt Rats right now so they can't activate it. I do not want this being activated because I will die. If he activates it now, it kills all his other creatures. So that's fine. That was probably a mistake to attack with this. Yep. Okay, Carrion Feeder is going to get bigger. This is not even any more damage than I would have otherwise been taking, so I'm kind of fine with this. Yeah, one of the sad things about playing on digital Magic is those misclicking, because like it's a thing that like you can't really do in like a normal game of Magic. So it's just always a really big sad moment when that happens. So Carrion Feeder is going to get really big. Is he going to sacrifice the Crypt Rats too? That's the real question. I can see my opponent going like activate this for 3 and then in response sacrifice the Crypt Rats to the Carrion Feeder. I think they did that in the wrong order, though. So, yeah. What? Just give it pro black. My opponent definitely screwed this up, because like the correct play would have been here to sacrifice everything, let these triggers resolve, and then make it a 3/3, right? And then you can activate Crypt Rats for 3, and then hold priority and sacrifice Crypt Rats to the Carrion Feeder. That way you make the Carrion Feeder into a 4/4. It survives the trigger, or it survives the activation. So, I don't know why. Is my opponent just going to try to, like... You're just going to... It's just going to kill your Carrion Feeder at this point. I don't know what you're doing. My guy is going to survive. I'm going to go to, like, 3 life, which is not where I want to be. Pro black, yep. That was definitely not correct what my opponent just did, but that's okay. Do I want to cycle the Avon? Probably. Yeah, we'll cycle the Avon. I'm not anywhere near casting it. And I kind of want to... Do I play... Probably play the Veteran here. Try to kill my opponent before my opponent can kill me with burn. Yeah, my opponent royally screwed that last play up. Like, yeah, I don't really know what they were doing there, but I'm definitely stealing this game at this point. Like, okay, all right. So, did not deserve to win that game at all, but it somehow pulled it off. I'm just going to keep the deck the way it is. I think it's really good. Definitely good to be aware of the Crypt Rats and the potential for just getting completely wrecked by a board wipe. So don't go too all in. Ooh. Turn 1 Fairy Seer, turn 3 Vesper Lark. Keepsies, indeed. Alright, get that Carrion Feeder again. And I will definitely be okay trading off Fairy Seer for a Carrion Feeder or for any opponent of my opponent's 2-drops if they want to sacrifice it. Alright, so... these are both fine. Do I want... Probably don't want the second, third island. We're going to bottom that, top this. Alright, that should be good. Do I Smoke Shroud up the Fairy Seer here? Probably not. Maybe. I could see it happening. Do you want to trade? Apparently my opponent does not want to trade. Do I Smoke Shroud here? Probably not. Yeah, I just don't see that being a thing I want to do. I really don't. Opponent has a Nether Spirit. Oh, that's a pretty sweet little combo. Okay. You attack now? Okay, we're going to cycle this. I'm going to give your guy flying for fun. They could have attacked and then this just brings it back. And like I'm playing blue-white, so I don't really know what my opponent is doing. But we're going to put Smoke Shroud on the Fairy Seer now, I think. And kind of fine trading it off for something. I don't know. It's all good. Smoke Shroud comes back on all the creatures that I really care about it coming back on, so... I want to give my opponent an incentive to kill this so I can Vesperal Arc it back and scry away any excess lands I don't want. Yeah, okay, they're gonna bring it back. Okay. They could have just done that, like, attacked into the Fairy Seer and killed it. I don't know why they didn't do that last turn, but... I mean, it's a neat little combo. It only works so far as they... It's fine. I'm going to block, force him to sack it again. I'm getting this back anyway, so... Don't really care. Moonblade Shinobi. Okay. That seems a lot worse in your deck than it does in mine, but okay. Wish I had drawn that guy last turn. It would have been really nice, but it's a little too late. I guess I could just... Yeah, no, we're gonna cast Vesperal Arc. Probably hold up. Hold up a white... Or I could just evoke it. Hold on. I could evoke it and then bring back Fairy Seer. And then play Watcher as well. And that way, next turn, I can like settle beyond reality, kill something. I mean, it's better that way. But like the value I get from just having this guy die and then bring back another thing is just really high. So this is okay. This is fine. All right. And we're going to take this to our next turn. Sacrifice another Spirit again. Get some more counters. Okay. Amorphous Axe. Where's it going? Probably the Carrion Feeder. Yes, whatever. Okay, that's going to have to die. That is going to have to... What are you doing? So we'll probably... We can block here. Or I can just take 6. Yeah, we're just going to take 6. Take 6, and then we're going to settle exiling this and... Flickering Vesperal Arc to get back Fairy Seer. Ooh, that's really good, but it's better to do this because this guy is super annoying. Boom. Also gets rid of this stupid Nether Spirit combo too, so this is really good. This is totally fine. He's sacrificing itself, so you... Okay, I mean, I'm still going to get to flicker my thing, so... Ooh, Phantasmal Form, Phantom Ninja. Those are both good things. I probably want Phantasmal Form first. So we're going to top and then top. And then next turn we can go like Shinobi. I probably just Shump Block with Fairy Seer if my opponent attacks with something here. Because this will be able to bring it back again later, so... We'll just take the value. Ooh, okay. I mean, this is totally fine. Yep. This is totally fine. I would like to bring back my Fairy Seer. Woohoo! Let's scry some more. Doesn't really matter because those are both cards I still want to keep. Alright. So, let's go ahead and swing in with Seer. We're going to get so much scry action here. Oh my gosh. And we're not going to skip past the Declare Blocker phase. We are going to Ninjutsu. And we're going to get a Smoke Shroud on that guy. I would like to attach it. Yes, please. Smack him across the face for 4 damage. We're going to play a Watcher. Choking Tethers, Eye Kite, Phantom Ninja. I think Choking Tethers might be even better. Boop. Any order is fine. Fairy Seer. Bottom both of those real quick. Yeah, I think this is really good. If my opponent attacks with this Nether Spirit, I'm probably just double blocking at this point. Okay. Because it's gonna die. We're just gonna kill it. If my opponent has a rule for one of them, that's whatever. They're just 1/1 flyers. They're not really worth a card anyway. But if we're trading him for this, which is worth a card, especially with the axe on it, like that's just game. All right, well, let's attack. I think I'll hold back the Fairy Seer. I don't really think I need it anymore. Unless... Let's do some math on that. Hold on. What did you got? Mob that guy. That's unfortunate, but okay. Alright, well, let's play a Fairy Seer. Scry some. Bottom that. Top the Rocks Veteran. And keep getting in there. Okay. Menace Evolve. That's unfortunate. Alright. Well, on the plus side, him doing that makes it harder makes blocking with it a lot harder. Or it makes evolving it a lot harder, which is nice. So we're just keep attacking with the Fairy Seer here, I think. And then potentially plan on double blocking this. Trading off. Hopefully trading off the Watcher for tomorrow. Okay. So my opponent cycles a Baron Moor. Nether Spirit. Undead Augur. Well, that would have evolved this if he hadn't have had the axe on it, so... Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Oh, wow. All right, let's just... Knight of Old Benelia. Sweet. Let's play that. Just cast it. Get him in there. Tap down the Augur. Smash. 3, 6... No, 4, 5, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. That's a lot of damage. All right. Yep. Let's just get him. Just get him so hard. Tap that guy. It's a 3/5 and a 3/2 flyer and a 4/2. Yep, that hits really hard. That was the first time that I actually got to hard cast a knight. It was actually really good. Got in a lot of damage. Because my opponent would have been able to, like, block one of these for free, or block this for free, and then take, like, 5 potentially last turn, instead of, like, 5 more than he took. I can't block it. Got a ninja. Miss Syndicate Naga? Oh, okay, Moonblade Shinobi, sure. So my opponent has multiple Shinobis too. Pretty sweet. Okay. Talisman, okay, sure. And last card in hand is the Slug. All right. So let's just kill my opponent. Shall we? Just gonna tap down the flyer, I think. And if it forces my opponent to block with the augur, and then when the augur dies, they lose a life. So even if they only take 2 damage from the one fairy seer, they still die. I don't even have to show them the phantasmal form. Sweet. All right, that's another 3-0 with some blue ninjas in my deck. That was really sweet. Fairy Seer is the truth. Love that card so much. Probably the MVP of the whole thing. And yeah, anyway, that was the whole draft. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe, all those good things. And until next time, this is Lord Alvon signing off.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please feel free to leave a like or comment down in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to see more of me, you can do so by clicking one of the links over here on my left, or subscribe by clicking the link right here in the middle. Anyway, that's all we got for this video, so until next time, this is Lord Alvon, signing off.